African scholars are closely following the events in China. Adhere Cavince, a China-Africa expert, says the Communist Party of China has been instrumental in China's economic growth. The PhD graduate of international relations at Central China Normal University in China believes that developing countries can draw lessons from that success.
I think the CPC has, in my view, been the central engine in China's economic and social transformation. And it has played a number of factors that has enabled the success that China has celebrated in the last decade, for example. And I think the first one is to put the interest of the people first. CPC was founded on a backdrop of a country that was yearning for unity and for a government that listens to the voices of the people. And I think this is one success that the CPC has maintained since its founding. And the second one was to identify the real challenges facing the people. And so every government usually tries to find out how best to offset some of the challenges facing the people. And I think this has been the hallmark of the CPC's approach. And after you identify those interests, then you carefully design solutions, which are pragmatic. And I think in the case of China, the CPC has tried to really develop homegrown solutions that are sustainable and are innovative over the challenges that face Chinese people. And then they have gone ahead to allocate resources, whether you're talking about financial resources or human resources or technical resources, such as partnerships, global partnerships, to solve some of the challenges that are facing the Chinese people. And I think the final tool that they have used is a very strong system of monitoring and evaluation that has ensured that state resources that are dedicated to solving challenges facing the people are put to good use, that development targets are clearly set, monitored, and corrective measures taken. One of the aspects that has been a trouble for many countries is this issue of the fight against corruption. As you know, corruption is not just about pilfering public resources. It is also about derelicting duty. Government officials not doing what they should do, or people engaging in practices that are nefarious to the interest of the state. So I think, as rightfully identified by the work report for the 20th Congress, it is necessary for the Chinese government through the CPC to continuously innovate, to continuously guard the resources that the public has entrusted into it, and also continue with the fight against corruption. I think China has become one of the most successful countries, in my view, in the fight against corruption. And this offers the lesson for not just China, but very many countries around the world. Well, I think it's first that without discipline, government can't really realize much. And we are talking about the ability of the CPC to weave together a knowledge-based bureaucracy. So if you look at the CPC, including some organs of the CPC, like the Politburo or the Standing Committee, you notice that the members of those committees have very high level knowledge and academic standing. We're not just talking about academic work, but we are talking about people who have been tested and tried in actual governance processes in China. As they say in China, there is no taking elevator. You have to take the stairs for anybody who aspires to public service. So I think these are some of the lessons that countries, especially in the global south, can learn about what China has done to overcome its development challenges. Maintaining discipline is quite key, because it ensures that people follow the rule of law. It ensures that the development targets are well set and monitored, and that the interest of the people is followed, not the interest of the politicians or the leaders.